navigation. So links, working with the links. All this is in the notes, am I right? Have you seen this? In the notes, everything is there, huh? Right? Fine. Yes. So we learned about intra-document navigation. And after understanding intra-document navigation, so one more important we need to understand is inter-document navigation. Inter-document navigation is from one page to another, how we can handle inter-document navigation. So inter-document navigation, we have so many options here actually. We can set href for anchor element, href. So for anchor element href, we can configure to href, we can configure to any page or any URL or any function. That means you can configure to different types of plugins. You can configure to plugins. Plugins are separate softwares. Plugin is a separate software. That software allows you to handle certain functionality. It is a software that allows to handle like making a phone call, like making a general social networking, sharing, such things. That plugins can be added actually as a link also. So some options are present. We need to understand them and handle them. Okay, right. So let's see how we can use inter-document links. How we can create inter-document links. So inter-document links, so we need to define in this way. So let's create a page. Inter-document. Okay, here we are creating a simple doc type HTML and HTML head, title, links, and in the body section we will create an ordered list item. I'm creating a link here. Suppose we already have pages, some layout page. So here we put an anchor. This is to layout page. Anchor href is equal to we will access that layout page, layout.html. It can get the HTML page, layout.html. Okay. Next one is, that means it is navigating to some other page. It can be to any file. Like suppose we have href is equal to, suppose this is like Nike casuals. It can be to a folder /assets. In assets, so we have like some shoe.jpg. So shoe.jpg, shoe1, some files. So which file we are having in the assets? I have shoe.jpg. So I am accessing that shoe.jpg. We are accessing that shoe.jpg. Right. Now, technically here, so we have these options to handle here. Now, generally, in this, One is navigating to a file, another navigating to any image or somewhere. It can be any document. It can be any existing document. So existing document, you can see, suppose, so in the assets, we have a PDF or some other document, you can give it. So one more important point is this navigation when you are configuring. So you can define, so the list item, anchor, any URL, href is equal to http://www.amazon.in. It can be to any URL like shopping. It can take to any URL. So it is to specific URL, website address. We can also use here anchor, so href to plugins, like we can write the plugins like mail to. Mail to is used to send emails. That means in your computer or in your device, if you have any emails, email clients, that means in your computer, email clients will be there. That means email softwares. It will invoke that. For example, if you are using Windows and you have MS Outlook like software in MS Office, or Windows comes with a mail app also recently, it will invoke that mail to, and you can give some hr@nareshit.in, and here you can write hr@nareshit.in. So we can even put here, so anchor href is equal to tel. Tel will give telephone number. So we can add some number, I defined telephone number. So, and it will call I'm giving. This, remember, these are plugin names actually. Tel and mail to are plugin names. You can even run some JavaScript functions also. So actually by using so anchor href is equal to, we can write here JavaScript functions. We can write the JavaScript functions. That means we can use JavaScript colon. We can add any JavaScript function also, functionality, like some alert. So in that alert, I am writing like hello something. Later in JavaScript you will learn, but so hello. This is a JavaScript function. This is a plugin to invoke the JavaScript function. This is inter-document navigation from one document to another document. Now you can see here, so when we run this, in that, so we have an option. So these are all the links. So we have layout page. When you click that, it opens that layout page automatically to us. It gets the layout page and it will display. And back, you can see Nike casuals. It opens the photo. And back, so shopping, it will go to that particular website, navigating from one page to another. Now observe this HR, it automatically opens an email software on your computer. If you have mail, you can use mail. You have Outlook, you can use Outlook. Outlook is a email software used for sending mails actually. That is used for communication. That means you select mail, it will open the mail app for you. So automatically in that mail app, so that option will be there. In the mail app, it will give an option. sending emails to you. So you can add account and you can do. So when I click on call, automatically in your computers, if there is a call related plugin, automatically that plugin will open. It says allows to open the plugin. Okay, open. Then you can see the phone PC option opens here so that I can make a call. Now Windows have this PC, you can connect your phone, you can directly get messages onto your PC also. And you can make a call from here also. That phone is also available. And when I click on alert hello, automatically an alert will come hello. It is going to display that alert and show that alert. So this is basically done. This is basically done. So these are very important to understand. So this is all inter-document navigation. Inter-document navigation from one location to another. Here in interviews, several questions are asked. Some important questions are asked. In interviews, the questions are asked. The question is nothing but, generally in interviews, one question is, when I click this, so will it open? So, or see, we are linking images and all this. When I click this, so it will open that particular photo. But I want to download this photo. If you want to download that photo, then recently they introduced an option called, for this photo, you can use an attribute called download. And you can give the name for the file when downloaded. I will give as Nike. Nike is the name. Now what happens is, when I click on this, when I click on that Nike casuals, it will not open, it will download that file. You can see it downloaded the file. And it will be like Nike.jpg. It is downloaded. It is in my downloads now. I open the folder. In my downloads folder, that Nike is always there. So generally, this is a regular question asked in interviews. Earlier, we have to use a lot of programming for that. Now it is simple to handle. So how you can download the file instead of opening the file. Suppose you linked a PDF document. So you linked some other documents and text files. Generally, some files will not open, they will download, because it depends on whether plugins are supported or not. And some files will open. If you want every file to download, then you can just keep the download attribute so that the linked file will not open, it will download. Another important question is, that means these are all questions in interviews, means how to download. Another option is how to download a linked file. So how you can download a linked file. You can use a download option for that. Another point here is, so we can another question asked here is how to open in a new window, in a new tab, how to open in a new tab. That means when user clicks on that, I will not give here a download option now. Okay. So when user clicks on that, it will open here. And the link target opens by removing the current page. I don't want like that. It should open in a separate tab. Then we have to use an attribute. So we have to use an attribute target. Target is equal to _ blank. Actually, earlier, We have target search, target self, target parent. But now in the latest, we just use this target blank. Others will not work currently because the browsers are not such way. So earlier browsers need to have a window based, but now the browsers are tab based. So you have to use target blank. Then what happens is, so this window, that means when I click on this Nike casuals, it opens in a separate tab without disturbing the current page. It opens in a separate tab. So without opening the current page, it opens in a separate tab. But in many interviews, they ask like, I don't want a tab, I want a separate window. So in a separate window, I want to open. In that case, what you have to do is, if they want in a separate window, earlier in old version browsers, this target blank opens in a new window only. But in the latest versions of browsers, it is opening in a separate tab. So what we have to do now is we have to write a simple JavaScript logic like this. Anchor href is equal to we have to define here JavaScript colon, and here we need to write window.open method. This window.open, in this we have to write which file to open first. So ./assets/shoe.jpg. Okay. After mentioning that, so that means we have to put a comma. And next we need to define here. So the title for that file, some Nike. Okay. After that, we need to define the height and width for the file. So I am defining width. So is equal to some 500 pixels, and height is equal to some 400 pixels. So then I save this. I save here. And you can see when we save that. So when I refresh here and I click on Nike casuals, it should open in a separate window now. Height, width, we can adjust for that. So for that, we have to use JavaScript and window.open function. Earlier, underscore blank used to open like this directly. But now we have to use a separate option for that. Underscore blank is not opening directly. So we have to use a JavaScript function for that. We have to write JavaScript and window open. And we have to tell which file to open. You can open a page, HTML page. You can open a PDF document, anything. Separate window you can open. But remember, many times you will come with a complaint or point like, I linked a file and it is not showing it. Because remember, every file cannot open in browser. Some files cannot open in browser. You don't have any option for them. You have to download and watch them. For example, see, so I will go to separate folder. Here you have I will go to this project and create a folder called docs documents. I will open that in Explorer. That means it is our physical path. In the physical path, I am copying a Word document, JavaScript Word document. That is a Word document. So I am using a JavaScript Word document here. Now the point is, so this Word document I want to link. Actually, that document have extension docx. Now I will link that here. List item actually anchor, and href is equal to dot dot in docs. So in docs we have an option, and that option is we have javascript dot docx, and here I will say javascript tutorial JavaScript tutorial we are defining, right? So we are configuring that JavaScript tutorial. Now see, it is a docx file, JPG files, PDF documents, and some HTML files. These can open in browser, but text files also can open. docx cannot open. You observe here, when I try to click on this JavaScript tutorial, it cannot open it. Automatically, you can see that it will download. It is downloaded. I haven't given any download option, but still it is downloaded because such files cannot open in browser. If anyone asks why they can't open in browser, because browser don't have a plugin. Plugin means a special software to show that document. So, and even you don't have any plugins to install also. If you ask like, sir, if I install any plugin, will it work? No, there are no plugins for Word documents, right? Even you install, it will not work. So that is the reason some files will download, some files will open. Which one will download, which one will open, it depends on. Technically, it depends on the file type and the plugins supported. So that is, so if, see, sometimes you will come with a complaint like, sir, in my browser, PDF document also downloading. That means you don't have a PDF plugin. If browser is not having a PDF plugin, then the PDF documents also will not open actually. So this is navigating how we can handle the options, So generally, when we are dealing with inter-document navigation, these are all points we need to understand. So how to open in a separate tab, how to open in a separate window. For sometimes another question comes is, I want to open in the same page without losing the current content. Sometimes the question will be asked like that. That means sometimes, so one question comes, regularly one question comes. They ask a question like, I want to open this content. I want to open that content in the same page. That means it should open in the same page. It should open in the same page. So here itself, I want to open that file. That means this information must be there. That information must be there. Along with that, so the new content must embed into the page. So here the new content should come. That is a regular question. That means we have seen how to open in a separate tab, how to open in a separate window, but it should open in the same page in a specific location, in a same page in specific location. So how you can manage that, how you can handle that. So let's see, that means how we can handle and how we can manage it. So generally, when you are dealing with the pages, so the target page should open in the same window. This is possible by using an option called, it is possible by using an option iframe. We use iframe. In HTML, we have an iframe. The main purpose of this iframe is nothing but iframe allows to embed any external content into page. Embed means as a part of your page, integrating. So iframe have that ability. So iframe have the ability to embed any another page content into your page. That is the ability of iframe. And it is used in so many websites also. You can embed any page, any file. You can generally even embed videos also. Videos, PowerPoint presentations, even YouTube videos also you can embed into your website. For that, we have to use this embed option. We have to use this iframe. So generally in HTML, there is an embed option also, not that embed. We have to use iframe. So how we can handle an iframe and how we can configure the iframes. Let's see. Now the concept is open that link in the same window. That is the concept, how we can do that, how we can open in the same. So generally, when I click, it will open in a same window, but that existing information is gone. So, but I need to keep that information and display beside it. Let's see. We will create one sample page. How we can use iframe, we will see that. Let's create a sample page. So one simple page we will create. So to create in a perfect way, what I am doing is in our project folder, we will create a separate folder called website. Okay. In this website folder, I will add some files. I will add a new file. Suppose home.html. Okay. So in that, I will create a simple div, not complete HTML. Why? Because our intention is to open in a separate location. So we have home.html. I will put a heading, home. So, or say Amazon home. And some paragraph information we will keep here. Some paragraph. Okay. So let's copy some paragraph. I will copy some paragraph information. Let's keep that. That is home page. So, okay, this is some home page. We have some home, right? Now, next, I will create similarly another page in the website folder, electronics. Okay, electronics.html. In that, I will create a div and heading. This is electronics home. So here I will keep an image. Image source is equal to assets. So we have speaker assets, right? And we have speaker.jpg. Some width is 100, height is 100. And we have another image. So this is some earpods.jpg, something. Okay. Similarly, we have another page, another new file, footwear.html. So this is, in that I will give two different images like shoe and like shoe one. Okay. Shoe one. And here it is footwear home. Footwear home. Okay. And one more page we will add fashion.html. And in that same, here we have like shirt and we have like jeans. Now here I say fashion home. Okay. So that's okay, fine. Now you see here I'm adding a new file, index.html. In index.html, we are designing doc type HTML, HTML, head, and title, so index. Let's link relation is equal to style sheet, and the href is equal to, so it is in fonts css all dot css. And you know why we have linked it, and in the body section. So here I am creating a simple header. In the header, we have a heading. So Amazon shopping. Okay. In that, we have a section below that. In the section, we have nav and we have main. Two areas are there. Okay. In the nav area, I am designing. So here we will add a span. So so class is FA and FA shopping cart. Okay. And here we will create an unordered list item anchor. We have home. So let's keep a span and here class FA. So and FA home. Okay. And similarly, some links, navigation related links, just like yesterday. So we have home, we have electronics, we have footwear. So we have footwear and we have like fashion. Okay. Fine. And here we have TV, television, and this is like shoe prints. So this is like t-shirt lock. And this is the navigation bar. Now in the main right side, this is the main. In the main, I am using an iframe. Iframe width I given as 100%. That means it will fit to the window. Okay. And the height I defined as some 400 pixels. And it is empty iframe actually. Empty iframe. Initially, you see the iframe looks like this. The page, index page looks like this. The index page looks like this. Now we need to keep alignment correctly. We need to keep the alignment correctly. This is iframe actually. So what we will do to keep the alignment correctly, we will create style. In the header, we are designing. So font styles and all, suppose text align as center and background color. So as some tomato, something. So color as white. So padding is 2 pixel. Okay. This is header. Header will be in this way. Okay. So after that header, now in the section area, we know that section, I want 2 divisions. So display as grid and the grid template columns. So 2 fractions, 3 fractions, 1 column, 9 fractions, another column. And it will divide like this. And the section, you can give like 2 fractions. So because navigation, we will change it. Section, we will keep margin top margin 10 pixel. So it will come little bit down. Okay. And here, this is iframe. This box is an iframe. In that iframe, currently nothing is there. You can put an iframe source. We can put an iframe source, SRC. SRC is equal to, we can keep an iframe source. SRC is equal to some source. So what is the source? Iframe source is nothing but, in the iframe source, we have to access home.html. That's it. That means that home HTML page will be automatically embed it into this location. I don't want this border for iframe. Then what you can do is, in the style, I can write iframe. So here we can keep as border as none. If border as none, then there will be no iframe. So you can see that there is no iframe. Means iframe is there, it will not look like iframe. Now left side we have the navigation. So here I will write unordered list. So list style as none, and list item we will give border as 1 pixel solid. So background color as tomato, and the padding as some 2 pixel or 5 pixel, 3 pixel. Okay. So border radius 10 pixel, and here margin bottom as 20 pixel. Okay. Now you can see width as 200 pixel, like this. You can see that is the appearance of that navigation. And color, I want to change as color as white. So the color will be changed. So we can add some font size as 23 pixels. Then size will increase. We can add some padding as 5 pixels. Some space will come. Now these are links actually. And when I click on that link, so that target page should open right side. It should open right side. It should bring that and display right side. So here we have to define anchor. So this is anchor. And anchor have href is equal to home.html. And generally, this will open by removing the current page. But it should not open by removing the current page. It should open in iframe. Then iframe must have a name. I will give a name for iframe. I will give a name for iframe as frame body. Remember, names, IDs, all these are case sensitive. Why iframe uses name? Because there can be more than one iframe. There can be more than one iframe, and they can have a common name also. So that is the reason iframe is given with a name. And when this anchor target should open in that frame, it should open in that frame. That means frame body. That is iframe name. So target is frame body. That means it opens in that iframe. So target can be blank, or target can be an iframe also. Similarly, so other links also, href is equal to electronics HTML. Target is equal to frame body. So this is all should open in the frame. Now href is equal to, so this is footwear.html. Target is frame body. And here href is equal to fashion.html, and target is frame body. You can see that now. You can observe here the links colors should change. Already we know, yesterday we saw. We have to use anchor and color as white, and text align as text align is common. We will keep as text decoration as none. Means it will remove the underline. Now it will be like this. And see what happens now When I click on electronics, that electronics page will open in this frame. So footwear will open here. Fashion will open here. Home will open here. We can have a lot of content. So this time you are bringing another page and displaying here. We are bringing another page and displaying here. So user can access any page and he can put that into the current page without opening in a separate window or separate tab. This is possible with the help of iframe. Iframes are used even to embed videos, PowerPoint presentations from online. You can get them and use them. For example, I will show you how iframe can use the video. Means how iframe can use the video. For that, for example, suppose I will open here. Let's open YouTube here. Suppose I will open the YouTube channel. So here, so youtube.com. Yeah. youtube.com/SamNaresh IT. I am opening some Naresh IT YouTube channel. Now in this, I will click on some video. And when you click on the video, what we can do is we can copy the URL of that video. Copy the URL. Okay. Now see, this is the URL. This is used for watching. If you want this video to embed into your website, then what you have to do is the same URL you have to remove from this watch up to V equal. You have to remove that and you have to put a slash and embed. This is how you have to write. So by removing this part up to equal, very careful. If you miss anything, it will not work. Huh? So from watch to that equal, remove that and put embed. This is the video code actually. This is the URL used for embedding. Embed. This is used for embed. So if you can do this now, what will happen here is, see, this is for embedding the video into the page. Embedding the video into page. So this is embed URL. So now I will copy this embed URL. I will go here and I will add a link here. So I will put here link and anchor. So here I will say channel, our channel. So something like this. And here I am keeping a span. So class is equal to FAB we have. So FAB and FAB, we have an option like YouTube. I say YouTube is there. FAB YouTube. So that is the symbol actually, as FAB YouTube. I think it is not there. Let's check YouTube symbol, font awesome. In the font awesome icons. So YouTube icon. The YouTube icon, it is YouTube. And the class name for that, FAB YouTube. Yeah. So we have FAB YouTube. Okay. That will give the YouTube symbol actually. That is YouTube channel. Now video. Now when user clicks on that, here I will put an href is equal to, it should open this link. I will paste the copied link, that is YouTube embedded video. And here we will put target as a frame body. frame body, target as frame body. So target as frame body. So that is how we are configuring. That means it will open in iframe now. So now when user clicks fashion, footwear, all these details will come. When I click on this one, automatically that video is embedded here. You can play that video directly here. You can play that video directly here. So you can play that video directly here. So now the point here is remember, every YouTube video you cannot embed like that. So you cannot come with a complaint like, so I am trying one video, it's not embedding, because the people who uploaded that video, they can give embedding restrictions. That means they will not allow others to embed. They will not allow others to share videos. In that case, you can't do anything. You have to try another video. So that it depends on the people who uploaded that video. So we can embed and bring that into our page. That's what generally we can do when we are working with iframes. This is navigations, links. We have intra-document navigation, inter-document navigation. And as I already told you, that link can be text or image or any graphic, right? That means here you can put any image also. User can click on that image, it will get that and it will display. So for example, here I'm creating a list item, anchor. Inside anchor, you can keep an image. Image source is equal to some assets. So some like shoe.jpg, and width and height is some 20 and height is 30 like this. So this is an image as link. You can see there is an image. You can have an image as link. Suppose width is 200 and you can see the width of image. So height is like some 50, the height of image. It can be an image also. And when I click on that image, then anchor href is equal to. So it should open that page. That means assets. So shoe.jpg. And the target is frame body. It should open in that location. Now you see here when we display and we click on that, it should open here. Depends on how height, width you can mention, you can configure that in display. Anything, image also clickable, text clickable, graphic clickable. So we can navigate from one location to another. So multiple iframes, you write more than one iframe, that's enough, right? So I written one iframe. So it is multiple iframes only, right? That's not a special concept. Huh? So I have written one iframe. There can be any number of iframes. In every iframe, you can put a different file. So that is not the greatest doubt to ask actually. Why? Because here you see in the body section, I'm adding iframe. In iframe, so src, it is using home.html. Okay. I have another iframe. So src, any number of iframes you can give. So electronics.html. Right? So I save this and you can see both iframes will be there. You can keep side by side, one below another, anything you can do, right? So this is generally how we can manage. It can be one or multiple. You can keep side by side, one below another. That's a very simple thing. If I said that multiple iframes can be there, you don't need to panic under which concept multiple iframes will be there. So if you want to show different pages side by side, you can use more than one iframe, and you can keep anything inside that. This is basically how you can deal with navigation. Earlier, in old versions, we need to use a concept called frame. But now this is outdated. We don't use this anymore. Instead of frames, so we prefer now using iframe. So, and frames are not supported in several browsers also, so better ignore. We have to work with the iframes and we have to define with the iframes.